Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be smoking a cigarette while photosynthesizing. What exactly do I mean by that? Well, I mean exactly what I said. Today I'm going to be smoking a cigarette in direct sunlight, and I'm going to be photosynthesizing and gaining lots of energy from the sun. That is my general plan, at least. Why am I making this video today? Well, reason number one is because, simply put, I want to smoke a cigarette. I actually haven't had a cigarette so far today, so I certainly am very excited to have one. The second reason why I'm making this video today is simply because I'm feeling a little bit tired. I feel the need to photosynthesize a little bit more so than not to gain some energy from the sun and everything like that kind of thing. And so as such, well, I figured, hey, why not smoke a cigarette, sit in the sun, and make a video all at the same time? It's kind of a triple bogey now, isn't it? And also, I'm making this video just because I think that this is a pretty funny thing to do. Smoking a cigarette while photosynthesizing is not something that we might normally think humans are able to do. But, well, here I am proving that thought process wrong. So I think it's just kind of just an amusing title to have, smoking a cigarette while photosynthesizing. I think it's kind of an amusing title to have because, well, nobody's going to think it's real, but it's real. I am definitely 100% totally photosynthesizing right now. Let me tell y'all what. But I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and actually get to smoking a cigarette. Now, shouldn't I? Because, well, I can't smoke a cigarette while photosynthesizing if I don't actually smoke a cigarette. So, without further ado, let's go and talk about what cigarette I'm going to be smoking today. Today, I'm going to be smoking an American Spirit black cigarette from the United States. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this pack all opened up just like that. Let's go ahead and get the last cigarette in this pack all out. This is going to be my first cigarette of the day. Of course, you know, got to start off the day strong with a strong cigarette. Gotta do it. Let's go and get my lighter out of my pocket. And now that I have my lighter out of my pocket, let's go ahead and get this cigarette right here all lit up, and let's go ahead and smoke a little bit of a cigarette while photosynthesizing and find out, well, just how good or just how bad smoking a cigarette while photosynthesizing really is. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I gotta admit, so far so good, y'all. So far so good. The cigarette itself has a nice little kick to it, roughness, smoothness wise. The sun, it's making me feel energized. The sun is making me feel energized. The cigarette has that kick to it that's kind of waking me up. I have faith the nicotine's going to start kicking in just a couple moments, and I have faith that that's going to make me feel energized as well. So far, this experience is seeming like it's a much better one than not. Let me tell y'all what. Oh yeah, I can actually start to feel some nicotine. That's a bit sooner than I expected, in all honesty, but I'm actually starting to feel a little bit of nicotine. It has been a couple hours since the last time I had a cigarette. And when I say a couple hours, I mean roughly, over 12 hours. It has been roughly 15 hours since the last time I had a cigarette for whatever reason. I'm only granted for about 8 hours of that time. I was sleeping, but either way, it's still been a minute since the last time I had a cigarette, so this is definitely starting to kick me just a little bit more so than not, that is for sure. I mean, like, hey, either way, certainly no complaints on my behalf. I'm enjoying getting some nicotine, that is for sure. But, is smoking a cigarette in the sun, photosynthesizing, is it as good of a time as one might think? Yes, it is. It is as good of a time as one might think. I'm feeling very energized. I'm feeling like I'm kind of getting a nice buzz off the sun, I'd have to say, kind of thing. And I'm feeling very nice, feeling very energized from my cigarette as well, feeling like I'm getting a little bit of buzz from my cigarette because I am getting a buzz from my cigarette. And you know, the cigarette as a whole, it tastes good, a little bit of roughness, you know, I can't complain. I can't complain by any means. I think I can say with confidence that smoking a cigarette while photosynthesizing is a, you know, pretty good time. I'm gonna go and grab myself a little bit of a screenshot for the thumbnail real quick. excuse me, just got a little bit of burp. I think the sunshine coming into my mitochondrias. Now, I'll admit, I might photosynthesize, but I don't know a lot about how photosynthesis works. Like, I took biology and stuff like that, but I don't remember anything. But the sunlight, the UV rays hit the chlorophyll in my skin, and then it goes to the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell, and then I get energy from that, right? I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And the sun, regrettably, is now starting to kind of get covered up by some clouds, so I'm not getting as much sunlight as I was. Starting to feel a little bit tired again. I was feeling very energetic when the sun was kind of on me, a little bit more so than not, but not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. Those clouds, they're kind of ruining my photosynthesis sesh right now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But you know, it is what it is. It would be a big downer if I was photosynthesizing and I was only photosynthesizing and the clouds came in the way. But it's not a big deal at all, because I'm not just gaining energy from the sun today. I'm not just gaining energy from photosynthesis today. I'm also gaining energy from this cigarette as well. So, you know, this is honestly, I don't know why trees don't just smoke cigarettes. Like on days where it's not very sunny and they're not really getting a lot of photosynthesis going on and everything like that kind of thing. Like, I think trees should just smoke cigarettes to gain energy and to grow bigger. That's what I think they should do. I don't know why trees don't smoke cigarettes, in all honesty. Like, it just makes so much sense. Like, and you just gain so much more energy if you're smoking while the sun is out, while you're photosynthesizing as well. It really is like the ultimate double bogey for gaining nutrients, frankly put. A little bit of a helicopter flying by. The helicopter, it's in the sun. I hope it's enjoying its photosynthesis as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Like during the winter, like pine trees and evergreen trees in general, they don't really have any issues in winter. But I'm sure they'd do better in winter if they smoked cigarettes. And non-evergreen trees, they lose all their leaves during the winter and stuff like that kind of thing. I mean, like, I think if trees were smoking cigarettes, then non-evergreen trees would not lose their leaves during the winter because, well, they've just got so much energy from the cigarette. They don't need energy from the sun. But then once there's the sun and they can start photosynthesizing again, and with their leaves come out in the spring and everything like that kind of thing, they just gain, well, just an extra amount of energy from the sun. You know, it really does make a lot of sense why cigarettes should be smoking cigarettes. What? I might be a little bit buzzed right now. It really does make sense why it makes sense to me at least. I'm getting more jumbled up. It makes sense to me at least that trees should smoke cigarettes. But they don't for some reason, and I'm not exactly sure why. Now, some people may argue that it's because they don't have arms. Some people may argue that it's not because trees are sentient. But, I call that a skill issue. And I think if they just got good, I think they would be doing a lot better. It's one of the great things about humans. We don't have those skill issues. We've got arms, we've got hands, we've got opposable thumbs, and we can photosynthesize. I love it. I love it. Being human, it's fantastic. This experience genuinely has been fantastic. I can't really keep the joke up too much, though. I'll acknowledge. It's been really fun, though, smoking a cigarette in the sun today. To photosynthesize, of course, 100%. It's been a lot of fun. Been a very nice, relaxing experience. Been a good time to have my first cigarette in just about 15 hours. So certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. And I think that's all there was to this cigarette. So I'm gonna go ahead and stub it out in my ashtray that I've got on the table next to me, or in front of me, and next to me, I guess is really the right way of putting it. And I think that's the video right here. Have I indeed smoked a cigarette while photosynthesizing today? I'd have to say I have. I would have to say I have. Overall, how has this experience been? It's been a very good experience. I'm feeling very energetic from getting my photosynthesis from the sun, feeling very calm and at the same time very awake and very energized from my first cigarette in 15 or so hours. You know, feeling good. Feeling good, I will acknowledge. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I smoked a cigarette while photosynthesizing. If you guys have indeed enjoyed watching this video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel, all in the description down below. Go check it all out. To the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?